Okay. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Was it Friday? And they did not disappoint, finally. I feel like I've been waiting a year for something like this to happen, finally. And I definitely been waiting all week. Okay. Victor finally got questioned by Claire, played by Hayley Erin, which is why she got one of my hashtags today, because she asked the hard hitting questions and she didn't just take the answers he gave. So I appreciate that. Okay, number two, Michael Mealor gets my second hashtag because he was the one who told Victoria the business about what her dad did to Jack and how he put him in a compromising position, which she had to know. But he was saying, okay, so clearly you're either your father's daughter entirely or you're complicit in what he's doing. And I'm like, yes, finally, finally some reason. Okay. Um, and then let's see. Well, there was that. And then so Noah and Audra. Okay, they are setting up, or they're, I guess, contesting again Noah and Audra together because they had Noah sitting at the counter at the whatchamacallit, Crimson Lights, right? And he was getting a coffee, and she happened to be sitting there too. And apparently they ordered whatever, both with foam in it. So Esther Valentine, which was cool because we don't see Esther that much anymore. Makes me sad. Um, but yeah, she said, "Oh, you two have foam, so you're twinsies." And then I was like, "Okay." And then Audra said, "Well, since we're twinsies, maybe I should sit down and whatever." So they were talking, and at first you think, okay, they're just talking. But no, it gets juicy within a minute. She says, "So, do you ever think about the old times when you were really happy?" And he says, "Of course I do." And then they wait a long time, and I mean a long time, before Tamara Braun comes in the scene. Sienna. And so I think, well, it depends. I was going to say, I think she can tell that her boyfriend, quote unquote, is thinking about another woman. But then again, I was going to say, well, she's smart. Well, maybe not so much because she was married to Matt Clark and she thought he was a totally different guy. And I still can't believe that a woman doesn't have alarm bells going off and you don't hear them, or like you dismiss them, don't acknowledge them. I don't get that. Okay. So yeah, that was cool. Okay, now to the other part that I kind of liked, but it was kind of bittersweet. Well, I was wrong about one thing. I don't think they're gonna set up Nikki and Jack to be back together. But I do think they are going to make it tough for Jack to get back with Diane, because there was a moment right before the credit where, okay, she's standing there and he just happens to come in. And this is not planned, or it seems like it's not planned at all, right? And then she looks at him and he looks at her. And you know how okay, put yourself in a position where you've had a fight with somebody and you don't really want to break up, but you have the tense moment where you don't know what to say to each other, but then there's a ton of stuff you want to say, but you don't want to say the wrong thing. That scenario, that's what it looked like. It looked like two people who were really hurting from across the room and wanted to say a lot of stuff, but didn't say anything. And then they just let it hang there. Okay, so I covered today's episode. Now on to the spoilers. Oh boy, it's gonna get good next week. Hold on to your seat. Hold on to something, because guess who's coming back? Malcolm. Shamar Moore in the house next week, along with Vivica A. Fox. Now, I don't know who she's going to play, but yep, it's going to be. So, hold on. It's going to be a Y&R Family Reunion next week. Okay. And then, the normal stuff of Adam and Reza are getting deeper into the whatever, like the poker thing. And then Nick is going to try to be the voice of reason with Adam, but I don't know if it's going to work. Then, a little thing that happened today. It literally happened with 5 seconds to go. Kane, okay, Holden was talking to Audra for a minute, but then Audra said whatever to like get him out of her face. And then he walked out the door. And right outside the door is Kane. And Kane says, I have another assignment for you, but it's in town. You're going to get your hands dirty. Oh, you okay with that? And he says, yeah. And then Kane says, well, you're going to make a move on Victor. I said, what? I literally did a double take, sat here, and said, what? Wow. Okay, so we have that coming up sometime within the week. All that stuff I just said is gonna be within the next week. So it's gonna be a barn burner of a week. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.